Hey gardeners, are you ready to take your sweet potato game to the next level? Today's video we are diving in to the sweet potato cultivation in 20-gallon grow bags, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. But first, let's talk about the elephant in the garden, and that is starting our sweet potato slips from store-bought organic sweet potatoes. It's easier than you think, and I'm going to guide you through it step by step. So let's get into it. The first variety we're going to talk about that I grew is a Stokes Purple sweet potato. I don't know if you can see the sweet potato in there. Let's move it around right here. Now I bought 2 of these, and I actually already had one give me all of its sweet potato slips, and I'm going to show those to you here in just a minute. And then the second variety that I have, this mostly found, is called the Garnet. Now, as you can see, they are just nestled in some soil. I went down to my store. I got these at store called. I went down to my local indoor farmers market over here called it's called Sprouts, and I bought 2 of these organic Garnet, and these are the orange flesh sweet potatoes. Nestled them into some soil, started giving them some water, and before you knew it, they were growing these beautiful slips. I did the same for the purple sweet potato. Now, some people like to put these in water and start it that way, and you are more than welcome to do that. I have had 0 success doing it that way, and to me, this is the best way to start your slips. This is just a jar of some well water. You can use tap water too. It's not going to make a difference in your sweet potatoes. So let me show you what you're going to do. You can see that it's coming off of the potato here. You're going to go as close as you can. You're going to snip that off, take off the bottom leaves like so, and then we're just going to take this and we're going to place it right into the water, and that's where it's going to stay. I got all the big ones off of here that I'm going to take off. I left a couple of small ones. We're going to let those continue to grow, and here they are in their jar. I'm just going to go put them in the greenhouse, and it takes about 7 days before you start to see roots growing. And then here is the other one. These are going to go into the greenhouse. After about 7 days, you're going to start seeing roots. And once you start seeing these, they're ready to be planted either into the ground, but we're planting them in 20-gallon grow bags, so that's where we're going to take them and plant them next. Now onto the challenge of growing sweet potatoes. Traditional garden beds such as the ones that I have here with heavy clay in them are a little nightmare for sweet potatoes. They don't have the ability to spread out and grow those tubers. But when using 20-gallon bags with a soil of your choice, usually a nice loomy soil, you eliminate all of those obstacles and you are in complete control of what is going on in those grow bags. As I said, with grow bags you are in complete control. No more compacted soil, no more drainage issues, none of that. That is all gone and eliminated when you use grow bags. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you some of my other potatoes that I've already grown and harvested that I grew in 10-gallon grow bags. That has been the biggest and the best harvest that I've had with golden potatoes. But back to the sweet potatoes, let's get them planted in these 20-gallon grow bags. The best part of growing in any grow bag is the potential for the bountiful harvest that comes. I am just going to pour the water in. We're going to separate these out. I'm going to do about probably 4 to one of these. So we'll probably have to take some of these back. So we're going to take the bigger, the strongest ones out of this one. Put these back in here. We'll give them some more water. Before I was distracted, like I was saying, the benefits of growing in these bags is a bountiful harvest. I had a really good harvest last year, and I hope to have another one this year. So we're going to take these, I hope you can see what I'm doing. We're going to go just as deep as we can to make sure all of our roots are covered. And just like that, there's that one. Now if you notice, I'm giving them all the way as far as I can to the end, and that's so they have enough room to spread out in there. And I think I'm gonna take that one. And there you have it. They're planted. Once I get another one ready, I will plant another one over there. Just a few key things I want to add about sweet potatoes when growing them in a bag. You want to make sure that you have a nice, loomy, fluffy soil that allows those tubers to be able to spread out in there and grow. That way, and a soil that gives you good drainage. I just used a potting soil that I found at Sam's, which is, as you can see, is a nice, loomy soil. It was about, it was $12 for these large bags. These 20-gallon grow bags take a bag and a half to fill them. So buying an expensive potting soil in those tiny little bags, if you want to spend $90 on soil for these bags, by goodness, you just go ahead and you do that. But I don't have that kind of money, so I'm going to buy what I can afford and what is within my budget. And that is what I encourage everybody else to do as well. Once you have it all planted, of course, cover the soil. You don't want that soil to dry out, because growing in a grow bag, your soils are going to dry out faster. I always, as simple and as crazy as it sounds, I go down to Tractor Supply, I get the chicken, the shaved pine bedding, and that is what I use on top of all of my grow bags. I don't try and use anything heavy, and I don't like straw. So if you need to cover it up, that's what I recommend that you cover it up with. I also put Espoma's bone meal in that, and that is, I believe, a 4-12-12, which means it has 4% nitrogen and then 12% of phosphorus and 12% of calcium, which is what potatoes need. They like a higher pH leveled soil versus the nitrogen soil. So if you're throwing nitrogen into your potatoes in these bags, or you're using an organic fertilizer that's high in nitrogen, you're going to produce the most beautiful leaves and purple flowers you've ever seen. But if you want to grow tubers, get away from that and get into high phosphorus and calcium, such as bone meal. If you find that you get ants, load it down with bone meal. They hate the smell of it, and they'll be gone before you know it, and then you'll be able to get your tubers. Now that we've talked about sweet potatoes, let's show you what the potential of your harvest will be growing in grow bags. So now it's your turn to give your hand in cultivation of your sweet potatoes in grow bags. And let me know down in the comments. Share your thoughts, your concerns, your knowledge down in the comments for those who are new gardeners who might be seeing this video for the first time. That is a wealth of information for anyone who's trying to grow anything in a bucket or a container who have small spaces. Now, you saw that I put these kind of at the back side of my garden, and that's because you need to know that sweet potato vines do spread out. They are beautiful, so if you grow one on your patio, just make sure they have a way to climb or climb down, whichever. So if you found some value in this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel, because there will be more garden videos coming out weekly now that the garden is in full swing. And until I see you in the next video, you all take care of yourselves, you keep your heads up, and more importantly, no matter how you do it, you keep growing. Bye-bye, y'all.